What is up, guys, and welcome to my channel. Okay, what I wanted to talk about is Bloodborne. Okay, I was playing it. I got the great opportunity to participate in the alpha, and I just want to say the game is amazing. Well, it's amazing, but they strayed away from Dark Souls, which is good and bad at the same time. Like, I'm kind of into the medieval kind of knight game that's really difficult, but here, they took it to a whole different world, and it's just ridiculous. But first off about the world, it is creepy. It is ridiculous. It is just, everything is so weird. Okay, I couldn't bring you a video, so that's why I'm doing my first impression video. But it's ridiculously creepy. Like, all the monsters and all the people are, like, mutated and weird looking. But I can still see similarities to some of the things that you would fight in Dark Souls or Demon Souls. Such as, there's the mummy in Dark Souls 2 that you find in different places. The giant mummy dude with the staff. There's a dude that looks kind of similar to him, but he's just a giant brute. And he'll fight you if you get close to him. Or sometimes they're just there and they'll fight you anyway. Or they're in your way and you have to get around them. And the boss guy that I had to go against was ridiculous. I haven't beat him yet, but I kind of like rage quit, and then I tried to get back on the next day, and the alpha was closed. But that's the only thing I hate. The alpha is, like, their scheduled date is retarded, and it's just so ridiculous, because it tells me military time, which I don't know, and then it says PST is when the beta will be open. And I don't know Pacific certification telemarketer time. I don't know what that means or any of that stuff. And I was too lazy to look it up then. But I got on at the time it told me to. And it told me the beta was closed. And then I got on later and I retried it. And it still wouldn't let me on. And it was during the scheduled date time. But it wouldn't let me play. And then I got on the next day, and it told me the next one would be October 5th. So I got to wait till October 5th to talk more about it, if you guys are interested in hearing me talk about it. But as we were playing, the world looked like the creepiest gothic thing you would ever think of. There was lots of mobs, if you can say it like that. We were walking through small corridors with, like, spikes and different things all around on the gates, and the houses were creepy. Like, it was so creepy. And then there was mobs of people circled around this giant cross with this giant weird looking werewolf on it. Like, half of his body was cut off, but he had this giant arm that was just dangling, and he had a little baby arm. And he kind of resembled the boss that you had to fight during this time, or in that game. And the boss had, like, this weird mask on, though. But anyway, back to the mob. They were all circled around, and as you know, you get a pistol. And I chose, there's 3 different classes you get. You get a bigger brute class, and then you get like a mid class, and then you get like a straight small class, or agile class. And that's the one I chose, where I get 2 small daggers, and I can chop people up, but I can still move quick enough to get away. So you can also pull out your pistol and have 1 dagger. And I was shooting them and then killing them at the same time. But it was so difficult because, like, one time, like, the very first time we were playing it, before we ever died, I walked out there straight to the mob, and they all just instantly murdered me because they all had, like, pitchforks, scythes, and different things. They had guns. Actually, some of them did have guns, and they were killing you, too. And then, like, I got so close to this door that the giant mummy was, like, trying to break through the door, but he couldn't. And then I had to walk around, and then I had to still fight him. And then there's these dogs. They are just god-awful ugly, and they're just, oh my gosh, they're so ugly. They, like, have mange, and then they're huge. They're, like, 5 feet tall, and then they don't even, like, you're not even warned when they come at you. Like, they're not even paying attention to you, and then you just see them quickly, like, dash right at you, and then you have to, it's ridiculous how fast they are. They move, like, 0 to 100 real quick. Whole squad on that real shit. See, that's how fast they move. And it's just ridiculous. They're the fastest things I've ever seen in a Dark Souls game. Or a Demon Souls game. But they did great on it. I really like it. And I'm really looking forward to the final product. I'm like, I really want to play the game too, and I can't because this is not scheduled for today. And it breaks my heart that I can't record it either. I don't know why I couldn't record it, or well, like they took recording off, I guess, or whatever, so you can't record it. But I still wanted to talk about it because it's great. But then, like, while me and Kyle were playing it, there's allies in the game already put there. Like, there was this giant brute dude with a giant axe. Kyle's like I slowly started creeping on him, and then we got right to him, and then he dashed at us. But I thought he was dashing at me, so I like jumped out the way, and I was about to start fighting him. But he actually ran past me and went fighting these creepy werewolf spider-looking things. Like, they're so weird because they have like these giant legs that stand up like this. If you can understand how their hands are caved in and weird looking, and that's their back legs. Their front legs are just hanging forward. And then they crouch down like werewolves, like they're walking on 4 legs, and their hands in the front are down, but their back legs are spread out like that, and they're creepy and weird. And then he dashed over and then just like took his giant axe and slammed it down and started spinning and killing him, and it was ridiculous. I didn't even have to fight any of them, but then he started to almost die, so I wanted to protect him, but he stays in his little zone, and he'll help you, which is good. So I hope to see more allies throughout the game instead of you having to do summoning crap that's annoying and half the time doesn't even work. Or sometimes you gotta do special things to get that person summoned. But sadly, he wouldn't join us when we had to walk through the fog to fight the boss. The boss is what I want to get to now. The boss is this giant creature. I forgot if he had a mask, but all I remember from seeing his face, because I wasn't paying attention to his face, I was trying to like circle around him because he's a giant thing, and I had to stay behind him. But now, like, the bosses can pick you up and they will destroy you in one hit. It's no longer like they'll just smack you around. They will just like straight pick you up if you're in their zone, and they will slam you on the ground. Well, that guy did. He picked us up and slammed us on the ground, and we died instantly. We had to retry it, and I figured out that like staying behind him would work. But he does this like back swing and then swipes backwards, which will still get you sometimes if you don't dodge at the right time. And then the farthest we've got was at a quarter health, and then like I shot him with my gun, and I shot him in the face, and then he like crouched down and kneeled down, and he was like sad or something, I don't know. Maybe he was mad because somebody died. But anyway, then you had to walk up, and then you like stabbed him right in the face. He had no eyes from what I remember, and he looked like he had some kind of hair. It was lots of it everywhere all around. But it kind of reminds me more of like dreads on a giant werewolf. I'm not for sure if that's what he was or that's what it was. Because it's still vivid because it was like 3 days when I played it. And then I kept procrastinating on making this video. And I know it's extremely long. But, okay. He had these giant dreads and everything. And then like you stabbed him in the face. And that brought down some more of his health. And then like he jerked back up and then woke back up. And then you had to keep fighting him. And then we ran out of healing potions. And then we eventually died. What is it? Sadly, like at the start, I wasn't used to the controls, so I wasted all the heal spells. So hopefully, like I can restart and redo it all, and then you get the heal spells back, or the heal potions, whatever you want to call them. I don't know what they are. But anyway, that's as far as we've made it. I will bring more videos and more updates on the game as I go. Maybe you guys have already seen videos, but like and subscribe. See you tomorrow.